Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is Wednesday, and the kids just went outside. It is 8:48, and they wanted to go outside, and I'm like, you know what? Go ahead. We've got all day to do school. We have nowhere to be, nowhere to go. We can get school done this afternoon because go outside and enjoy. Get your energy out. You know, it'll be easier to focus, all of that. So just go play. That is the beauty of homeschool, is you get to make your own schedule. So if we want to do school later, we can do school later. If they want to play outside, by all means, go play outside and be a kid. So yeah, like I said, we have nowhere to go today, nowhere to be. We're just going to be home, and it's going to be amazing. So I think today's going to be like the last warm-ish day. For the last 2 weeks, it's been like 50s, and the kids have been playing outside every day. It's been wonderful, and I think tonight it gets really cold, and it's supposed to be quite chilly. No, ma'am. We don't have cats on the counter. Get down. So I haven't quite looked, but I'm pretty sure like from here on out, it's supposed to be fairly chilly. I know tomorrow is, but like I said, I haven't looked at it like every single day, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get cold again for a while. And yeah, that's a bummer because I'm not into cold weather anymore. It used to be my favorite time. Winter used to be my absolute favorite season. I loved the cold, couldn't get enough of it. The older I get, the worse it's getting, and I do not like being cold anymore at all. I just want to be where it's hot and warm all the time. So I try to get my husband in Florida every single day, I think. Every day. Sorry, my husband FaceTimed me in the middle of that. Yeah, I'm like every day. I'm like, let's move to Florida. Let's move to Florida. Let's move to Florida. But no luck so far. So for dinner tonight, we're going to have Korean beef, rice, and peas, and sweetbread. So I'm going to go ahead and make the sweetbread just because the kids are outside. So I don't really have much to do right now. So I just figured I would go ahead and get this going in the bread machine. It's a completely, like the whole recipe's done in the bread machine. It'll cook in there and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done. So we're going to do half a cup of milk, a third a cup of water, 1 beaten egg, quarter cup of butter, quarter cup of sugar. The sugar was actually supposed to go before the butter, but I did them backwards. 3 1/3 cup of flour. And 2 teaspoons of yeast. Then we're gonna put in here, and we're gonna do the sweetbread cycle, which on this one is 5. Start. And there we go. So I'm also gonna get some protein bars going, but instead of making chocolate peanut butter, I'm going to make like cake batter ones. So it says 2 cups of peanut butter. I tried to use almond butter, but it was like the very bottom of the jar, and so it's a little bit hard. So I put it in the microwave, and I didn't have 2 cups, so I did end up using some peanut butter, but most of it is almond butter. So I'm just trying to mix this around for a minute so it's not so hard. So for the 4 scoops of chocolate protein powder, we're actually going to use vanilla. In a minute, honey. In a minute. I got to move that maple syrup before it spills. A cup of almond flour. 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup. So 4 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to use cake batter extract for some of it.
Cake batter.
And then, you know, whatever that is. And then a little squirt of vanilla. It says half a cup of mini chocolate chips. I'm going to use our dye-free sprinkles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to mix it.
Go ahead. It says 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm obviously going to skip that. And then half a teaspoon of salt.
Why are you going to skip it?
Because I don't want these chocolate. We're making them cake batter. Mix it around. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to add some more almond flour.
Almond flour. Now I'm making more powder.
Yeah.
Wait, why is the bowl so hot?
Because I had to put it in the microwave.
Like peanut butter.
It smells like peanut butter.
Oh my. Is that what deal like the fried pan?
Mm-hmm. So now we're just gonna spread in our pan here.
Puppet pan.
So now we put in the fridge to harden, and then when it comes out, we'll slice them into bars, and we'll have protein bars.
Love.
Yep. Have her climb the ladder.
He. She. Me.
Yeah. Now go across. Layla's inside, so we're working on her language arts.
You. That.
Let me see. Yesterday, my parents brought over some snacks that they didn't want anymore, and this is one of the things that they brought over.
They're so good.
They are good. This is another thing they brought over. These edamame beans. Wilder asked for some yogurt with granola for a snack. So for lunch today, we are gonna have leftover chicken tacos. My dad's birthday was yesterday. If you missed the video, we had chicken tacos and beef tacos. All the beef is gone, but we do have some chicken left. So I'm just gonna use this up, and it's gonna be a quick and easy lunch. So I'm gonna heat up some queso and the chicken meat, and we have some soft tacos. I think we have 2 hard tacos left. And then we have some onion and lettuce and some sour cream, and that'll be a good lunch. All right, here is lunch today. Tacos and chips and queso, just a repeat of last night. Makes it super, super simple for the day. And not only that, but it's like no waste. You know, you're not using up more food when you have food. It saves a lot of money to use up leftovers. So Wilder's new level stuff just got here. He'll be moving on. He'll be moving on to level 2 soon. So here's his language arts book. Here's his booster cards and his readers that go along with it. And then here's his math level 2.
Yay!
And then his math 2 box, which I can't open because I didn't take the plastic off. He said he wants to start right now, but can't start yet, buddy. You got to finish up level 1. You're almost done.
I got the same clock.
Money.
Same clock.
Oh, look. You have boats and airplanes.
Whoa,
dice,
money.
and some more money. Yep.
I remember
This
that.
is this real money?
No,
I
it's not
remember
real money.
having all of this stuff.
All right, so I just sliced up the protein bars, and I'm going to keep them in the fridge. They are so good. So homeschooled kids often want a second lunch and a second breakfast. So we are on our way to make a second lunch. We're just gonna throw in, we had tacos earlier, but now we're just gonna go ahead and throw in some leftover chicken nuggets from yesterday into the oven to heat back up. All right, so I'm sitting here cutting up this bread for dinner. Just getting one thing done at a time. There we go. Came out so delicious looking and smelling. So for dinner, we're gonna have a Korean beef. So I am doing 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pound of venison. So I'll tell you the recipe for all the stuff like per 1 pound, and I'm gonna be doubling it. But I gotta cook up all this meat first. I'm gonna season it with the blend, which is just salt, pepper, and garlic. And then I'm actually also gonna put in some red jalapeno garlic. Make it a little bit spicy. Not that that little bit will make it spicy, but still. What, Layla? I totally forgot, but normally I put in sesame oil to cook the meat in, so there's some sesame oil. It calls for 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, but there we go. I forgot. It just gives it that nice flavor. Now it says to add 3 cloves of minced garlic.
Yes. You're welcome. I threw the ball at it a couple times. You might have to get that long piece of wood that's on the ground behind it and put in front of it on top of that lower part so it doesn't tip back.
So now we're gonna add in 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/8 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, stir. simmer the beef on low to allow the meat to absorb the flavor. So we'll just wait for our rice to get done and our peas back here to warm up, and dinner will be ready. We'll add a few red pepper flakes too. I'd add more, but I don't want the kids to complain too much. They're pretty good with spicy food, but you gotta, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. They'll eat spicy food, but they won't sometimes. I don't know. It's just weird. I guess if they're not expecting it to be spicy, then they won't want it to be spicy. But if they know it's gonna be spicy, they're okay with it. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll just use this. All right, dinner's ready. Korean beef, rice, peas, and some sweetbread. All right, here's dinner. Korean beef, rice, peas, and sweetbread. And Ashlyn just brought up our Kit Kat ice creams for dessert tonight. So this is dessert.
One that you got from Walmart, like the space one and the unicorn one. Can you buy those again?
If I see them, Layla and I are sharing because it's just a little bit too much for a little 4-year-old. All right, I just came in here and got out all the stuff that I'm gonna need for breakfast tomorrow, and it's gonna be a pumpkin day in December. January. It's January, it's not December. In winter, but you know, I have this big can of pumpkin, and so like I don't need all of it for one recipe, and that's the only thing I have are the big ones. So we're gonna make it a pumpkin day, and we're gonna have 2 different things tomorrow with pumpkin. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you for sticking around for our meals for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow because they're gonna be delicious, and I'll see you then. Bye.